Hey, sweetheart.
Hi, Mandy.
Hey, I'm like not fully dressed and I'm in the bed because I'm so tired. But I'm just gonna to I'm gonna relax.
Good. As long as you're comfortable. If you want to turn your camera off, you can.
Okay.
You can just have the audio.
Okay, hold on.
Do what you need to.
Okay.
Work with you.
That's good.
Awesome.
Is it off?
Yep, it's off.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't want to be indecent.
I respect that. I appreciate that. Can you see me okay?
I can.
You,
I got you. I
we're,
got you.
all right, good. We're clear. Well, at least this one works here. I'll screen record this so you can still get a
Hey,
recording.
okay. Hey, listen. Oh, yeah. Okay. So they're just real quick.
Hmm.
Just real quick.
Take your time.
No, this is unrelated. Hold on. The feedback on this is,
Let me turn it down.
okay, me too. I'll turn mine down too.
Is that better?
That should help. Yeah, I don't even, yeah. Oh, just so you know, like with like payment and stuff like that, like I'll never try to, this. You already know that, like, I would never like try to say that I've paid for something if I didn't. I think you know that about me.
Of course, yes,
But
you're a pure soul.
yeah, I'm so glad that we found it and we figured it out.
So am I. So am I. I'm glad
Yeah.
that we're meeting right now. I'm glad that it worked
Yeah.
out. I know you would never phone it. I just wanted to make sure that you weren't scammed because I've honestly I've had this reading like shelved in my Squarespace like orders. Like when people book an order,
Yeah.
I get an order, and I haven't even like completed it yet because we never did it. So it's just been sitting there on the shelf, and it's been half a year, so I completely forgot that this was even booked, honestly. Um,
Gavin.
yeah,
Listen, you're wearing a shirt just like my Michael.
perfect.
I know. I was like, oh my gosh.
It was a gift from my mom.
Was it really?
Yeah,
I love it. I
thank you.
swear to you, he has a shirt, and Sienna now has it. His daughter, our child, has. I gave it to her, and she was. It's funny because she does the whole like doesn't care about genders and things like that. So she's like wears guy stuff all the time. But yeah, she wears it, and yeah, it's identical to that one. It's just funny.
That's amazing.
Hmm.
Good taste.
But so I don't even about the reading. I'm not even. Oh, geez, should I ask? Like, should I have a question in mind, or I mean,
You don't have to if you feel so called. If there's something particular you want to
I
focus on, but
I
otherwise,
know that I'm okay. So there's okay. Let me give you a little bit of insight to help you.
sure.
Okay. Okay. So I'm thinking about what's going on with me is okay. First of all, I am walking so much better,
Yay.
and I mean, I'm going through it because my abdominals are just literally killing me, but I mean, it's good and I'm glad and I'm so thankful and sitting in gratitude right now for everything. Oh my gosh. And my yoga school has offered me a scholarship. They want me to come back. They want me. And so and they're doing like podcasts and stuff like that, and I already can see like where that's going. I already know they're gonna ask me to do something. I already know it because they're like, oh, we love you so much. And I'm just like, oh my God, right now, I really need my yoga family to like be telling me, yes, you love me. You want me. Yes. Okay. This is good.
It feels good to be
But,
wanted, yeah.
oh my gosh, yes, it does. It feels amazing. And to be respected is to me even more than anything.
hundred
Give me
percent.
the respect. Yeah, give me the respect before you give me the love. I want the respect. Because from respect, well,
Wow.
I think from love comes respect, and from respect comes love.
Mm,
They go hand in hand. But
mm.
so my career, my focus is my career, my life, my career, and when I say that, like my gifts, my life's work, being a servant, to our community, to our world, to our people. So
Yes.
so that's where I'm at. And I also got a controller, like for doing music. I bought like a Pioneer. It's a Pro. And so so that's in the works too, like music for me and those types of things. So I just want to know, like, what can you see? What's going on? And if you want to throw love in there, there's that too. But we'll see. I don't know. Who knows what the future has to hold?
Perfect. This is plenty of energy to work with. So you booked
Okay.
a Celtic Cross reading a little bit ago. Do you want to continue that format, or do you want me to just go more so with like an intuitive reading style? Because like I mentioned, I haven't been working with the Celtic Cross as much lately, but
I want you to go with your intuitive because I'm an intuitive as well, and I really yeah, I got to respect that.
cheers.
Let's go with you. Yeah, let's go with that.
Perfect. I appreciate the adaptability, not being so stuck on one thing. Absolutely. Groovy. Well, before we begin, would you be down to ground into the space with me with just a couple clearing breaths?
Oh yeah.
Cool. So if you want, you can set your phone down.
Okay.
You said you're laying, so you can stay where you are.
Okay.
I just encourage you to exhale, release the air from your body. Allow yourself to release any of the funky energy that took us little hiccups that got us into this call today. We're here, we've made it, there's nowhere to go, nowhere to be. We can just exhale, we can release. And if you want, you can bring your right hand down to your belly, your left hand to your heart, and as you breathe in through your nostrils, breathe down to your belly, to your roots, to your womb. Breathing deep into your body, and then bring that same breath up to your heart, to your left hand. Breathing to your shoulders, letting them roll back, letting your heart open up. And exhale, release that breath. Good. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhaling at the bottom, breathing down to your belly. As deep as you can today. Fresh life. Up to your heart. And exhale, sighing and releasing through the nostrils the breath. Amazing. Third time's a charm. Let's do this. Inhale as deep as you can. As much air as you can fit into your person today. Breathing in so much air. Breathing up into your lungs, into your heart. Rolling your shoulders back even here. Hold it at the top if you can. And exhale, let it go. Surrendering any doubt, any worry, any vibrations or frequencies that are no longer in resonance with thine divinity. Allowing us to ground into this space together.
Mm.
Awesome.
Okay.
While we're here, would you like to place your hands over the phone to send your energy into the cards?
I would.
We're going to play with 2 decks today.
Okay.
Awesome. We have the Zen Osho Tarot here. We have the Goddess Power Oracle here.
Okay.
We're going to start shuffling these cards. I think we're going to draw 4 cards off the top. Yep. We're going to flip the deck upside down to show the roots. So it's going to be a 5-card spread with a tarot. That's how we'll start at least. We'll invite in a goddess card as well to guide the message. Fantastic. focusing the energies, general reading, but also, any encouragement, any direction, any words of wisdom for Mandi as she returns to her yoga school, her soul's mission, her destiny, what she has been called to as a servant of God, to show up for the universe, to do the healing and the good work that she came here to do. Cards, do we have any messages, any direction, any clarity, signs or synchronicities? Anything that you want to focus on to communicate today? Let us see what they have to say. We're shuffling these cards. We're getting this energy. We'll cut the deck and we'll let it rest. Same for this deck here. We'll shuffle the goddesses, inviting in the divine feminine energy that wants to guide this message to serve as a teacher, as an anchor, as a guardian. Who would like to jump in and assist us in delivering this message? We'll let this rest. And before we begin, I simply want to say thank you. Thank you to all of our guides, all of our angels, all of our guardians, all of our guardian aliens, our ancestors watching over us, allowing us to share these messages today, allowing me to be a cosmic conduit to share these messages, to let the truth move through me with ease, confidence, and clairvoyance. And thank you, Mandi, for sharing your time, your effort, and energy for creating this call with us today. I'm really excited to see what these cards have to say. As I mentioned, we're going to draw 4 off the top. Yep.
And thank you, angels, for always being here with us.
Cheers. Thanks to the angels for always being here with us. And as you say that, we draw in the goddess, Hera, the goddess of the gods, the queen of Zeus.
It's hold on, it's breaking up a little bit.
Can you hear me clear?
I can hear you now.
Awesome.
So you said the first card I haven't seen yet.
Yes, here we go. Can you see her?
Yeah.
This is Hera, the queen of the gods, the goddess queen, wife to Zeus. On this deck, it says that she represents alliance. She represents union. As we're speaking about our angels, getting this energy of our alliance of angels and how they watch over us. And the cards being very clear about what's happening in the life of Mandi. In the root here, we have the card of transformation. In the draw, the first card, we have change. Going hand in hand with the transformation. We have the miser card also jumping in, showing some of that polar energy. We have totality here, also in the draw, embracing every bit of the experience, even the miser, with a sense of maturity here in reverse. I'm seeing that you are evolving as a soul. You're stepping deeper into your truth, and you're really overriding patterns and the programs and the conditioning that you have experienced in your previous life, the past thus far. Go to your house, baby. Little wants some attention, excuse me.
She always does.
Always does. I wasn't at home much today, so she wants a little extra right now.
Oh, okay.
It's okay though, she's good at listening. Everything's happening perfectly organically. I'm getting the sense that you are alchemizing these energies of pain, of suffering, and you're utilizing this as actually a platform to step into your totality, into your truth. And that's the beauty about alchemy, is the strength and the power of transmutation. Ultimately, the universe, who's one of our greatest guides and teachers, one of our greatest allies, wants to see us utilize whatever she sends our way as a means to step deeper into our center, deeper into our soul's purpose, deeper into our mission here as individuals, showing up in this lifetime. We know that change is the only constant in the life. And one of the biggest things that creates pain and suffering throughout our life is the resistance to change. Right now, we're being called to embrace the change, to continue to integrate all of the lessons and all of the pains, learning how to transmute those pains into purpose, into pleasure, into presence. You can cultivate your peace from the pain. And you can carry this peace with you wherever you go as you continue to transform organically. Because you don't have to force anything. Literally, as you know, the school's calling you into the space, and you already know what's on the horizon. You're going to be called to get out of your comfort zone a little bit to express yourself to the populace in the
Yep.
podcasts. Yeah,
Yep.
picking up new skills, extending your gifts so that you can share them with the world on a greater level than you ever have before. Knowing that you are prepared for this. The universe is never going to hand you anything that you're not capable of handling. And this, embracing this with a positive attitude, is going to allow you to step into and integrate that maturity. You say I'm old, but I don't see the age of the body as a
Mm-hmm.
definition like that personally. The
Right.
soul is eternal ultimately. So the more that we can,
Exactly. That's what I was saying today. I was trying to tell somebody, I was like, all of this is, I was like, my soul's eternal. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter about my body because my soul is eternal.
true.
Yes.
And the more we can honor that, the more that it will then play into the way the body develops and how the genes are expressed. When we
Okay.
move forward from this lens, it's amazing how the miracles will happen and the healing will take place. So I'm sending good energy your way to your digestive, to your abdominals, as you're basically like rebuilding yourself from the ground up, from the feet, from the legs, all the way
Mm-hmm.
up to the core, now to the mind as well, because when you share your gifts with the world, this is also healing the perception and the ways and the thought patterns, the limiting beliefs. So right now we're here to recognize that those pains actually serve a great purpose and we can see them as a teacher. And you, as the creator of your reality, will reclaim this energy. You'll utilize your perspective as your path to stepping into your change, your transformation, and embracing the totality with a open heart, with an open mind, with kindness, and with focus of surrendering to the great mystery that is life. Because she's always going to point you in the perfect place so you can show up. And as you know, the signs are already here present, so I'm only getting strong confirmation. Right now, we're being called to recognize that we don't have to practice compassion to that miserly energy like we once thought.
Mm,
Like, it's
yeah.
of course essential to practice compassion and empathy, but ultimately, compassion and empathy without boundaries for the self is self destructive.
Uh, uh-huh.
And you're not a
Yeah,
martyr.
right.
You don't have to set yourself on fire in order to keep others warm.
That's right.
And you're allowed to say no when it doesn't feel right. And you're allowed to say yes to the things that are uncomfortable because we do know that the life begins at the end of our comfort zone as well, and recognizing the difference between projections of pain and subtle
Mm-hmm.
discomforts of growing pain. Like so,
Mm-hmm.
there's strong
Mm-hmm.
differences, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
if I've known you thus far, like this year has been a strong test for your evolution and the pains that are clearing energies and past patterns and attachments and ways of even perceiving this reality so you can step into a fresh lens, returning to your eternal sense of self rather than getting stuck in this material expression. Because it's really easy to get caught up in the 3D, the third dimension, the body realm, the way in which the story plays out. And it's essential that we honor our emotions, though ultimately we're not here to get stuck in them. We're here to clear the cycles. We're asking the emotions, what are you here to teach me? What am I here to learn from this? And we can see the emotions and the experience as a guide itself, knowing that every bit of our experience, all of your 3D senses, all of your thoughts, all of your feelings, all of the things that you touch, all the things that touch your heart, all of the scents, the sights, the smells, sounds, they can all be guides to bring you closer to your connection with the divine, with the source, with your heart, your role here in the universe in this current lifetime. And in doing so, you will redefine what it means to be a healer by choosing to commit to your journey of healing yourself. Recognizing that you're not necessarily here to heal anybody, but as you continue to heal yourself, you can hold the
Mm-hmm.
mirror for those who are also on the path, who are
Mm-hmm.
seeking
Mm-hmm.
solitude and safety and sanctity and salvation, shall we say. It's not necessarily going somewhere though like heaven, but it's more so bringing that energy here on earth like we were taught and learning how to embody that, learning how to ground into that. And then this ultimately is the path of yoga, bringing our mind, our body, our breath into union. We are always practicing yoga. We don't
Mm-hmm.
even have to be on the mat.
That's right.
That's something I'm learning, you've maybe heard referred to her name before, Mother Earth, Mother Nature, Earth herself,
Mm-hmm.
known as Ma'at, Maat. And I want to recognize how Ma'at is basically the same word as mat. And so every step of the way, every beat of our heart drum, we are here on the mat, on the Ma'at. And she's always
Mm-hmm.
holding us up. She's always supporting us. The more we can surrender to this, because it can be really challenging to do that, because we're taught to do things all by ourselves, thinking that, oh, it's my way or the highway, I need to keep things in control. But more so, the more we can just surrender to the support of the world and what she wants of us rather than what our ego wants. And if our ego just wants to become comfortable and complacent, it's time to actually not go through my water. Cheers. It's time for us to step into this with courage, knowing that these tests are ultimately just that, tests. And we get to choose how we react and respond. Like, I could have been over here getting upset that I just spilled my water, but they say don't cry over spilled. Like, we're here to embrace every experience with a positive mind, the best that we can, learning how to continue to reclaim our power. And it all starts with our reactions. Rather than reacting, choosing to respond from a
Mm-hmm.
place of consciousness. Where we place our energy is what we're going to feed. So if we were like, oh, why me? Why me suffering? Why me? Why me is this happening to me? Surrendering to a victim mentality, then we're going to get caught in that thought loop and pattern, which is not beneficial for anybody ultimately. Sometimes we got to go that path in order to recognize that we actually don't need to go that path. Sometimes we do need to touch the fire in order to know that it's hot. Though ultimately,
Mm.
once we learn our lesson, we don't have to keep going back to it.
You're right.
Right. The universe is going to test us though. She's going to be like, "Did you learn your lesson? Let me see." And when you choose to react and respond from a fresh lens, you're like, "Oh, yep, you passed. Flying colors. All right, we don't have to go through this lesson anymore."
No.
Right, right. If we choose that path of misery, why me, victim mentality, like the universe is like, we got some more learning to do. But if we just
I know.
choose to see it as something as a part of the whole, it
You
is. It
have to
just
laugh
simply
about
is.
it.
And I love that you're laughing about it. That's one of the best medicines there is. Laughter is alchemy within itself. That
Oh,
shows that you're
it really
maturing.
is. Yeah.
That shows that you're evolving. That shows that
Thank
you are
you.
also open to this wisdom and to opening up yourself to the alliances. Because, like, you've got an amazing yoga community that wants to assist you in your journey of healing, that wants to see you step into your next level of evolution. What Mandy is here to do as a soul and learning how to see yourself as a soul rather than your body. It's important
Mhm.
that we are connecting with our body. We're not trying to run away from our human experience. I don't really see you as an individual who does that. Though I think sometimes we go through that in our own way where we are like, why? Can I just like not feel some pain sometime and
Yeah, I know.
we'll seek comfort in our own ways. But
Mhm.
ultimately doing that is just gonna perpetuate those pains. The more so we
Mhm.
can dive head first into the discomfort, the more we're actually going to show the universe that we are courageous and we are ready for whatever she has for us. And the universe loves that because you're a warrior spirit. I know that, lady. You really are, Mom. So may you continue to show up to whatever obstacles are being presented to you. So instead of running away from the transformation and the change, you wield it as a tool, as a sword to cut through all of the limiting beliefs, the patterns, the programs that were bestowed upon you in your youth without your consent. Because we come from different worlds, and when you were younger, the conditioning was even more heavy than it is now, and you didn't have
Mhm.
access to all these resources that we do now that can show us, like, wait, there's so many different ways to navigate this place that we call life. We don't have to do
Mhm.
what we are told like that, and it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks, because ultimately you're here to honor your soul and your mission. And in doing so, we embrace the totality and we go out here swinging. Yeah. So I'm only getting very strong confirmation from these cards right here of that you're on the perfect path and you're doing what you need to be doing. And my intuition is wanting to encourage you to do a little bit more research about how to heal the abdomen as well, because
Okay.
A big part of the body and stepping into our healing journey is assuring that our physical form is as healthy as possible because health is real wealth ultimately. And they say that the belly, the digestive system, is a second brain. And most of our thoughts are actually inspired and come from the microorganisms that live in our gut biome. So the gut biome within, the environment within, is actually going to affect our mental energy, our heart energy, and then our entire physical reality, as well as our external reality. So cultivating a healthy gut biome is one of the greatest keys in the journey of healing, I'm learning. I'm gonna send you a link to a doctor that I follow here on Instagram who her whole mission is quantum biome healing, and she's super focused on assisting the populace and frequency healing because that's also something that we learned from the the law of one that that frequency is the new medicine. It's actually an ancient medicine, and it's been known by the wise ones from beyond time, but society has stepped out of that and has created synthetic forms of medicine that ultimately just perpetuate that cycle of suffering so that they can feast on and profit from the innocence and the ignorance of the individual. But we as conscious individuals
Mhm.
are over that. So
Mhm.
intuition is asking me to remind you the importance of how you play a pivotal role in how your health plays out and how we can take the little steps, the baby steps in the direction of reclaiming our sovereignty by feeding ourselves healthy energy, healthy food, healthy things that we consume on the screen, on the connections that we're connecting with on a daily basis. Like a younger me used to like TV shows like Criminal Minds and stuff, and like that actually wasn't healthy for me. It's not healthy for the
Mhm.
mind.
Right.
Yeah, and so like we don't need to go down those paths, even if it's like cathartic and comfortable and helps us release that energy. I'm learning that cathartic ways of going about this life is actually not productive. So instead of being
Right. That's
cathartic,
right.
we're here to be creative. We're here to like embrace that energy and then learn how to create with it so we can alchemize it. Yeah, and so there's all sorts of natural medicines out here that will really amazingly, efficiently, and effectively alter the way in which the gut biome operates and what microorganisms are living in there. Because a lot of the time we have parasites stuck in our gut biome from eating processed foods. I'm not sure if you eat meat these days. I'm not sure if you really eat processed foods. And
Uh, no. Mm-mm. Meat sometimes it depends, but it's like chicken and fish,
for sure,
mainly fish.
for
Fish is really my diet for the most part.
nice.
Which when I go to Mexico, it'll be vegan.
That's good. In fact,
Yeah.
that's I think what my intuition is also like encouraging to get
Uh
a
huh.
jump start on that
Yeah.
because that's like one of the best ways that we can clear the gut biome. Especially chicken is if we're getting like chicken that's not grown with love, like it really is carcinogenic. It
Oh, it's
really
really
is
bad. There's
detrimental.
like
Excuse me?
yeah, there's a lot of negatives to chicken in general if it's not farm raised, like what I'm talking about.
100%. And that's something I'm
Yeah,
learning
free
too. Like
range.
a chicken has
Hmm.
a lifespan of up to 10 years, but most chickens are
Really?
slaughtered within 8 weeks and they've reached full growth because of all the
Hmm.
GMO nonsense that's been going
Yeah,
on them. Even ones that are grown on
yeah.
a farm, like it's really difficult to find ones that haven't been touched by that. Same for the fish too, unfortunately. Like
I know.
farmed fish is no bueno, and
I know.
there's so much overfishing that goes into the
The
operation
oceans.
that is fish
I
industry.
know.
I'm not here to shame. I'm just like bringing the
Oh,
awareness
I know.
to it.
Oh, trust me, I do not feel shame.
Good, good, good.
No, 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 no.
Awesome. Yeah, awesome. Because like it's amazing. And when we like commit to a clean diet, like we start to almost reverse the aging process,
No, we do. We do.
especially if we
We
practice
actually do.
fasting.
Yeah, yoga also releases some sort of like special like chemical thing inside of our bodies, and it's the whatever it is, basically it's an anti-aging,
Yep.
and that's
It's
one
one
of
of
the
the
reasons
keys to
why all of us
longevity.
look younger than what we all of us yogis are. We look younger than kind of everybody.
It's true. It's really true.
I know.
And it's a key to longevity. It
I
really
know because
is.
you look 18.
Right? Did you just say I look 18?
Yeah, you do.
That's so
But
amazing.
you're
Like
like
literally, I was
you're
at the store the other day, and some man was like, "How old are you?" He was like behind the counter. He's like, "How old are you?" I was like, "How old do you think I am?" He said, 19. I was like, "Wow, I'm doing good today."
Don't
I'm
you love it?
26. I still feel like a child though, but I also
I
got my
thought you were
eternal soul too.
21.
So like that's how I know. And like also, I would not be here had I not been practicing yoga. Because like I don't know if you know, but I
Me
got in a near-death experience last year,
Well,
2 years.
I did die. I fell off a 65-foot waterfall. And I know you had a car accident.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would not be
Mm,
here without my yoga practice. Like that
me either.
was one of right, exactly. And so
I
that's,
know, no.
are you familiar
I
with
would not.
the myth of Chiron?
I don't think so.
Chiron is from Greek mythology, and he's one of the individuals who assists people traveling from this life to the next. He's the driver of the
Oh,
boat, and
what is his
he's
name again?
Chiron. He's also a
Co-
minor planet
yes.
in
Okay.
astrology,
Okay.
Chiron, and he's known as the wounded healer. And I'm getting the sense that a lot of healers, a lot of yogic practitioners, a lot of Reiki members, a lot of energy workers, sound healers, which is the next step of your journey, is sound healing. Amazing. You know, they've had to go through their own pains in order to recognize, like, oh, because like when we go through it our own way, we feel that when we go through those really tough, challenging experiences in our body, we can actually we get to know what it's like to feel that in our body. And a gnosis level, GNO, knowing with your bones, knowing it in your cells. And in doing so, we can then reverse engineer that trauma, and then we can create a metaphysical field around ourselves from that experience that will then shine as a beacon for everybody else who's also on the path of healing. And we lead by example. We're not here to heal others, but we're leading by example in our own path of choosing our own healing. And so, as ridiculous as it can sound, it's important to find a purpose within the pains because this was ultimately how we don't get stuck in that miserly victim mentality, and instead we're like, yeah, this is still even this crazy horrible experience is still happening for me, and it still has something to teach me, and I could still gain something from this. And not everybody's ready to receive that information, but I know you are, which is why I feel comfortable sharing that right now, because people who are stuck in those cycles, they don't want to hear that. So it's like learning how to, be very intentional and in tune with who we're communicating with and where they're coming from, so that we're not picking their scabs. Um, we're not causing any more harm, which I don't really have any concern
Mm.
about. Just bringing clarity to the process and what I'm learning as a teacher, because a younger me, was very a little bit more egoic, not very, but a little bit more egoic about the healing process. Like, hey, don't you know that you can heal yourself? And people who aren't ready to hear that, that's just gonna hurt their
I know.
ego.
Oh my gosh. I am so aware of that. And I'm like, and I'm always telling people, I'm like, you can heal yourself. You don't need somebody else to heal you, but because you can do it. You actually have everything you need right inside of you.
In fact, that's your natural state of being. Like the universe, Earth herself is always yearning for homeostasis, is always yearning for symbiosis, and your body is a direct reflection of that. Your body wants to live. Your body wants to survive, and so it's going to do
I
everything in its
know it.
capacity to
Yeah.
adapt and evolve to make sure that you stay alive. As long as you want to, because it also goes hand in hand with the will. Once that will goes away, then that's when things start to deteriorate. But I'm pretty sure that we can live as long as we want to. And we're going to see some
Yeah.
amazing shifts within this reality. And that's not for everybody. Like there are some people who have like very specific soul missions, like Michael
Right.
perhaps, who are like they came there, completed their mission, and they serve us as teachers, but then they navigate to the next realm so they can watch over us as angels, carrying us forward and encouraging us
Mm-hmm.
to continue to dive deeper into our own personal healing. And that can be so flippin' painful to make peace with. I just want to share reverence to him and all of our great teachers who have transitioned, who have paved the way for
Hmm.
us so we can continue to step deeper into our journey. And we can heal ourselves. In fact, we are naturally healing ourselves. So I want to encourage you to continue to do so because this is just beginning, ultimately, Mandy. This is literally just beginning. You're returning to the seat of the student, which is one of the perfect places to stay, honestly.
I know it. I just get in love just even thinking about those words.
I want to draw a couple more cards. I just want to draw a couple more cards.
Okay.
Just from the other deck over here, the Zen Ocean.
Okay.
I didn't hold this one when you held your energy out, so would you like to bring your energy here?
Oh yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay.
Amazing. Just a final couple of cards. I know you signed up for a 30-minute read. I'm not too particular on the time, but I do want to honor your time, effort, energy, and uh,
I mean, I'm fine for right now. Just whatever.
perfect, cool. We're flowing. We're flowing. Cards. Any concluding messages? Any directions? Any final notes before we start wrapping up this
I'm
evening? What should
um
dear Mandy be focusing on? Maybe love. Maybe just deeper
mhm.
into this journey of stepping into the seat of the student. Any direction? Any clarity?
Well, I feel like I've gotten what I needed from from
Yeah,
the
you feel
question.
satisfied?
Yeah, about the the career stuff, and just I'm on the right path of, like, knowing what I need to be doing as far as that goes. And yes, I would like to know about love, because also I will be going to my yoga school, and there are people that I would know that I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm listening.
I'm just saying that there's, some people in Mexico that I possibly could meet, and I just, uh, yeah, would want to know. Yeah, just tap in.
Tap into
Tap
that
into
energy, some
tap
love, some
into
invite
some
some
love in
romance energy into
Mexico.
this.
Tap into some love in Mexico.
I hear
And
you,
see if
Mandy. In
you
fact, like you're ringing my bell. And like even before you said that, I knew you were gonna say that, and my intuition was feeling the same exact direction. Like this is a very strong confirmation right now. I feel you tapped in. So let's see, cards, direction,
and
encouragement.
I'm
As
like, I don't know if I should see that person while I'm there. I don't know. I don't know about any of it.
is there already a potential connection on the horizon? Is there someone you have chemistry with?
Yes.
Oh, honey, let's see what these cards have to say then.
Okay.
We're gonna draw three, two from the top. Oh my gosh, girl. Oh my gosh, girl. Wow. You want to know what card we got right off the top?
What?
Check it out. The Lovers in reverse.
That's my card.
Yeah, it
That
is.
my it actually is my card. Like, I'm born March the 6th, same day as Michelangelo. I
Really.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm the Lovers.
I'm the Lovers
Well,
too.
holy shit. Are, what?
Yep, I am.
When you're the 13th?
I'm the
Is that a
13th.
Lovers card?
Well, the Lovers
Really?
is represented by Gemini, and I got a Gemini
Okay.
moon, but it's
Well,
also
it's
card number 6, and I have life path number 6.
okay. Okay, there we go then.
Yeah. Wow. So if
Okay.
you add up all of the digits together,
Uh-huh.
then you get the life path, and that's how I got to the number 6. I'm a number 33
Okay.
6, which is like an ascended master level card.
Okay.
Um, I,
Okay.
someone told me that they were geeking out one time, and I'm just like learning how to embrace that. I don't really let it get to my head.
Hmm.
But you said March the 6th. We have March over here. Oh, also, girl, we got 3, we got 6, we got 9. That's amazing. So we got,
Oh my God, those are my numbers.
wow,
Holy
Mandy.
shit. No fucking way.
Wow, that's magic, my dude. Heck yeah, mama.
Oh shit. All three of those are my numbers.
Wow. So we got Three
Holy
of Wands in
shit.
the root. That magic card, Lord of Established Strength. This is you as you embrace your change. Nine of Swords is the Lord of Despair and Cruelty. So This like polar side of the energy is reminding us like opportunities and relationships are the perfect places to override past patterns of despair and cruelty, override worry, doubt, fear, any limiting beliefs. Now you get to step into your strength because you're anchored in it and you get to embrace what it means to be in the state of the lovers with a fellow reflection who can see you eye to eye. And in that 369, that's stepping into the timeline of your dreams. So I want to encourage you to continue to just be organic with it. Just listen to the signs and the synchronicities as the chemistry just unfolds. You can't rush the process, and I know you're not here to do that, but if it's happening rapid and strong, allow yourself to dive into that. Allow yourself to dive into that. Listen to your heart, listen to your intuition, but ultimately, I think Mexico is like, woo, humming, humming,
Really? Really? Mexico's humming, huh?
humming to the heartstrings, honey.
Okay.
Yep. So just keep that awareness open to that and know that you are ultimately the creator of your reality. So if that's what you want to see, place that in your mental sphere. Keep focusing on that, but also letting it go, surrendering it onto the universe.
Yeah.
If this is what you want
Uh-huh.
from me, then I'm here for this. This is what I want for me, and the universe wants what you want,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
ultimately. And she wants to
Yeah.
see you in love with life, and in love with
Yeah.
people who can
And
also
look
be in love with
myself.
life too.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. So now you get to and the fact that the Lovers card is in reverse here could be taken a couple ways. The fact that
Okay.
it's a reflection, like you are going to be a reflection of your lover. The fact that you already have someone in mind, like that is being reflected back onto you because they're on a similar path. And also now it's like integrating this energy even more, like embodying this energy so it becomes your base frequency of reality. It's not just like a glimpse here and there, but like this becomes you wake up out of bed ready in love, choosing love every instant. I know that you're committed to this path already, but it's shifting in the biology, it's shifting the wiring of the nervous system so that this energy
Mm-hmm.
just naturally feeds at this high frequency. And being in a space where that is already like cultivated of that energy, ooh girl, I'm so happy for you. Like when we had the love reading the other day, like I was almost getting frustrated for some reason because I was like, you don't need to waste your time. Like, I love you so much, Mandy. You don't need to waste your time on energies that are not on their level. But now my heart is singing because I love seeing love. And I want to see the people who I love also step into their connections. And if they
Mm-hmm.
want to step into romance, they deserve this 100%
Mm-hmm.
tenfold.
Yeah.
And these cards confirm this. So as you just continue to commit to yourself and your journey of healing, so you can clear any limits or patterns that are no longer in resonance with this path of unconditional love, learning how to sit witness to that which is attempting to distract you or pull you out of it, but still choosing love, the universe is just going to
Mm-hmm.
continue to support you tenfold as you continue to love the despair and the cruelty as well. And sometimes
Mm-hmm.
loving the despair and cruelty is choosing to love yourself, saying, I don't have time for that energy anymore. I
That's
don't have
right.
the space or the capacity or the bandwidth to be too compassionate to that energy. Like, I know I want to help. I know I don't want to see people in pain, but I'm not here to set myself on fire in order to keep other people warm. And I think that's kind of the energy from this connection that you're leaving in the workplace now currently that we read about the other day, because
Mm-hmm.
that wasn't really in deep alignment. But moving to the place in your school in Mexico, that is, I
Uh-huh.
can feel it over here. Like when you see people in love, like you can feel that yourself. Like that's the energy
That's
that I'm
right.
getting from these cards right here. If I'm just
Okay.
full that out, and I'm not just here to toot your horn.
Okay. And what?
One more time.
One more time. That's what I'm asking you to do. One more time.
Oh yeah. You know how you see two lovers and that just like that helps like you see love too. Like you see two people in love. Like I'm getting very youthful but pure love energy here. Like not necessarily like puppy love,
Uh-huh.
young love, but like because you are in a place where you know yourself and the person you have in mind also knows themselves and you're also both devoted to the path of yoga, which is crucial for somebody who wants to step into this. Like you're not here to connect with someone on a romantic level that is not on a similar path. You're here to
Mm-hmm.
connect with someone on a similar path, and the fact that
Okay.
y'all are going to the same school together on the same wavelength already naturally, and you have already some chemistry established, that's the perfect fertile soil to plant these seeds of a beautiful connection. So be fresh with it, let it unfold organically. If it happens rapidly, it happens rapidly. The way bamboo grows, it takes 5 years 5 years to plant its roots in order to get strong in the soil. But once it's got reached that point, it'll take off overnight. It can grow a foot in a day. And that's kind of the energy I'm getting from this, is that
He's a lot younger than me. He's like 34.
that's okay.
Yeah.
That's the other thing, is like, remember, the soul is eternal. Y'all have probably
Mhm.
done this before in other lifetimes. Maybe for
No, we
some
already have.
maybe for some reason. Yeah, exactly. That's why the
No,
chemistry
we
is so
already.
strong right away. So maybe for some reason he just chose to jump into body a little later than you, because he had some soul work to do in the other realm first before choosing to rebirth. But now that like y'all are both here on the playing field, and you're in the same space, your souls have made their way back. The firework just went off. I don't know where that came from. It's a good sign, shall I say. Um, there's a wise quote that I once heard, and it's when it comes to chemistry, there are two things that create a successful relationship. There are two things that create a successful relationship: chemistry and timing. Chemistry and timing. The fact that you have chemistry, that's always going to be there. It's never going to go away. So the next thing is just allowing the change, allowing the timing to happen organically. You can't force it. So that's why it hasn't happened yet, because I think both of y'all still had some clearing to do. Both of y'all still had some lessons and initiations to go through. But now that you are like out on the other side of those, and you have returned to your own personal center and he's returned to his own personal center, you can choose to navigate a conscious relationship from this space. So you can amplify, complement, magnify one another, and continue to encourage each other to delve deeper into your own yogic journey while holding each other at the same time. That's divine. That's what divine union is all about, and that's what you're here for. You don't deserve anything less. You deserve only divine union. Absolutely. And that's because you've been committing yourself to this path, you've been establishing your strength, you've been staying true to your own personal magic. How it plays out for you. And this is the lover's card is just going to continue to ensue. Yeah, unfold, present itself, blossom, bloom is the energy. Mic drop, dropping the microphone. I have nothing more to say. I feel very complete with this reading. I feel like everything is happening perfectly and organically, and you are on the path doing what you need to be doing. And these cards are just extremely confirming on that. I think just last little notes. Keep picking up your instruments. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Keep picking up your music. Like
Yes.
let yourself focus on that for a little bit,
Okay.
because like that way you can get your mind out of like the potentials and not get so caught up in like, oh, but how's this going to play out. Like just play it out,
Right.
play it onto the
Yeah.
instrument, and let the sounds speak for themselves. You take that
Okay.
energy, transmute it into song. Also recommitting to that path of veganism so you can get a little head start, and you can
That's
ultimately
right.
continue to commit to your path of
I
being
need to
able.
go ahead and do it now
Yeah,
and not wait.
exactly. Now what better time than now, right?
That's right.
Because as you do it now, you're only going to continue to clear your internal playing field, your metaphysical field, and that's just going to allow that when you step into this physical space, it to just be proper, so you don't have to do that work when you get there. You already came prepared. And that's real wisdom, and that takes maturity. And that's how
Mhm.
you are transforming as well, rather than waiting to the last minute, rather than waiting for universe to be like, you need to do this. You're like, okay, I'm picking up the signs. I'm listening, universe. You don't have to
Mhm.
shout. I got it. We're gonna do it. I know it's not gonna be easy, but we're gonna do it. It's gonna take a second to adjust to it, but ultimately it is what you make it. So may you continue to embrace it with a sense of joy, like learning how to cook and create new foods that you wouldn't have tried previously, that you will uh, delve deeper into the process and the joy of making food, because that also shifts everything. If we're making our food with joy, with enthusiasm, with love in our heart, that energy is then brought into our food, which then also alters our gut biome too, and then also alters everything, everything. Because in a high frequency state, potentially pathogenic microorganisms or vibrations, they can't maintain, as they say, where there's love, there cannot be fear. Where there's love, there cannot be any energy that is non-resonance with that love, because it's just love conquers all, right? So as we continue to step into our love for ourselves and our love for life, it's just going to continue to play out in that direction. And soon enough, you're reaching a point of no return where there's no going back. You're just like, all right, I'm here grounded in this. I wake up in this. I go to sleep in this. And it's only going to continue to expand, because this is where we are now. And you're here. You're here. These cards are confirming that. It's just you're just getting started, so it's just you've made it. Now's your time to like soften into it, surrender into it, and continue to show up as you can to the best of your ability, because that's ultimately all we could do. You find your edge and you learn how to walk along that edge. Yeah, yeah. Powerful. Powerful cards and extremely confirming. I'm stoked for you, Mandy, if I'm gonna be honest. When are you planning on going
What?
down to Mexico?
What was the question?
When you,
The before that. You said something before that.
I said I'm stoked for you. Did you hear that?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, excited. I'm
Okay.
enthused.
Honey, I know what stoked means.
Like a
I've got
flame,
that.
that fire that's stoked in your heart. Wasn't sure if you pick up on that lingo. I know Alabama doesn't speak like California.
Although all of my friends live there. You're not back there again, are you? You're still in
No, I'm here
Mexico,
rooted in
right?
Cincinnati.
That's what I thought.
Yep. But I'll be going back there at the end of the summer just to treat myself a little bit, see some friends. I think pick
Are
up some
you
little
are
bits of
you
my
living
soul. Excuse me.
are you living by yourself these days?
Me and my dog.
Really?
Yeah.
I figured you probably had a roommate or something.
This is my first time living by myself.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. I love it so much. It's amazing.
Isn't it nice?
It really is.
I know.
Yeah, I'm so grateful. It's just worked out so perfectly. Like what I'm paying for mortgage is how much I was paying for a single room in San Diego. So it's just like,
It's I know, right?
yep,
Like why?
it's wild.
I know.
Yep.
I know, and I'm so proud of you too, like watching your videos talking about like how you're trying to get your money stuff, working on all of that and yeah.
Thank you. It's
But
been
you seriously don't have so you were like one of the first people that I followed on TikTok.
wow.
And I was just like, oh my God, like I feel like I'm listening to myself. And it's like, oh, I needed to hear all of that advice because that's the stuff I say all the time. All the time. And so I'm like, oh no, I need to hear this. So I always, so to me, I always think, Gavin's my mirror. He's my mirror. He is
Cheers,
my
Mandy.
mirror.
I'm so grateful to be your mirror. I'm so
I'm so
grateful to be here
happy.
as your mirror. It's an
Thank
absolute honor and a
you.
joy and a true pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you as well. And if you notice, I don't know if you have been watching the videos too much, but I haven't made a video about money in some time because I have really
No, you haven't. Yeah.
intense healing in that realm, and like universe has just been providing for me, and my entire relationship and perspective regarding finances and abundance has evolved because I was doing that work, because I was very open and
Uh-huh.
vulnerable about that on there.
Uh-huh.
And I've been
Uh-huh.
delving deeper in my confidence and trusting in the universe that she wants to support me, and I also stopped smoking weed pretty much. So
And I'm happy about it.
I know you're happy about it. I had to say it. Because you were one of the first people who was like very prominent about that. Like, hey, if you're practicing yoga, you shouldn't be going up on here high like that. And everything has been
well,
shifting. Everything has been
well,
shifting
and
immensely.
I wasn't trying to piss you off or like, or,
No, you
hurt,
didn't piss me off. You were speaking what I
but
needed to hear.
I needed to tell you what you needed to hear.
And I appreciate
Yeah.
that. A lot of people don't have the courage to speak to me like that, honestly.
Oh, well, that's kind of, well, I'm like, that's a shame, but that doesn't, not necessarily because sometimes people's intent on, even if you do need to hear it, sometimes their intent's not good, so the energy exchange of that's not good,
Yeah.
but yeah,
But hey, it
I'm
takes a
with
brave
you.
soul, and you listen to your soul. You listen to your synchronicities, your intuition, and you spoke the messages, and I picked it up. It took for me a minute to like be able to clearly integrate it, but yeah, like it's completely shifted, and things are paying off. Like I was walking on the trail today with Luna, and I was thinking about that, like how my life has really just shifted so immensely. Like my channeling has been so much clearer. The money's been raining
Really?
in. Like things are happening, and it's because I'm
Yeah.
going through that discomfort because that was very uncomfortable for me. Like my body became very satisfied with being high all day, every day for 8 years
Mhm.
straight. Like that was my base
Yeah.
reality. And universe is like, nah, bro, you don't need this anymore like that. Like it doesn't mean you have to
Yeah.
completely give it up, but you're not gonna ever show up like in work high. You're not gonna show up
Right.
working with others, doing energy work, and you don't need to do it every
Right.
day. Like I
Right.
don't even have any at my house right now.
What do
Um,
they say? You know, everything in moderation.
100%.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so right now I recognize like, okay, like God will tell me if it's okay for me to do it again. Like
Yes.
it should
Yeah.
reach out to me. I don't need to go out of my way.
Yeah.
And like
I
right now I
agree.
feel so satisfied because like I feel so high naturally. I don't even need something outside of myself. Like I've been feeling so clear in my body and I love this feeling.
Ooh.
And the times that I've like dabbled back into it since like giving myself a great space from it, it's almost like I'm lowering my energy. And I don't really need to lower my energy like that.
Yes, I understand you. I really do. Because everybody has their little vices of
Yeah,
whatever it is,
yeah.
and I really understand all of that. I get it.
Thank you for
I
seeing
really
me.
do.
Thank you for holding a
You're
mirror to me too,
welcome.
Mandy. We
You're
do this together.
welcome.
Teamwork makes the dream work. That's the truth. And I do see you as a part of
That.
my team. I'm so
Thank
grateful.
you.
Thank you for your support.
Oh,
And it's so great
thank,
to grow alongside you. It really is an honor.
thank you. I feel the same way.
Universe works in wild ways, my friend. She really
I
does.
know. I know. I know. It's beautiful.
It is beautiful. That is the truth.
It is.
Well, dear, I am starting to feel my belly grumble a little bit.
Okay.
So I'm feeling called to go jump in the kitchen and prepare me and Luna some food.
Okay.
This
Sounds
is
wonderful.
it does indeed. Thank you dearly for
Oh,
this.
and oh yeah, and I just wanted to say your videos of the things like preparing food, I like those too.
One more time.
The videos of you preparing food, I like those
Oh, that's so
too.
funny you say that because I was literally thinking about that today. Like I haven't made a video of me doing that in a while either. So
It's
I'm
nice.
looking forward to it. Like my house is in renovation status right now, so
Mhm.
like one of the reasons why I haven't been so comfortable sharing that part is because like my kitchen isn't a TikTok kitchen. So I'm like I want my kitchen to look all nice before I start making videos in here. But I know
Yeah,
that those who care don't care about what it looks like.
we don't. We
No.
care about you.
So I definitely want to get
Yeah.
back into that as well. Everything's happening organically. I'm going through great changes on my end. I've been focusing on my own personal projects. I just launched my apothecary business, Eighth House Apothecary, where I'm now selling herbs for whatever you'd like to utilize them for. Um,
I'm so glad you told me.
it's on my website right now. If you click the link in my bio, it's at
Okay.
zenthealchemist.com. Um,
Okay.
so you can
I
just,
do oils in case you probably do too,
I haven't stepped
but
super into the oil game yet, but that's definitely on the horizon.
oh
What
my gosh.
got me
Well,
into it
let
was
me
making
know if
body butters.
I am really into okay, so I sell Young Living oil. Are you're familiar, aren't
I
you?
am,
Of
yes,
course you are.
of
Well,
course.
they're it's alive. I mean, it's living. That's their thing. But I use all of it. I mean, it everything. Yeah.
They're outstanding. They really are. Yeah,
Yeah, they are.
mhm,
I like the company a lot.
amazing. Have you ever thought about trying to
Mhm.
make some of your own?
No, I haven't, but I'm sure it would be awesome.
I'm sure it would be too. So I have like the
Uh-huh.
raw herbs ready to share with the
Oh,
world. So if you ever wanted
oh,
to
hey.
invest in some of those and start experimenting and making your own, you could reach
Oh,
out to
that'd
me
be
and I'd be happy
awesome.
to send you some.
Well, I'm interested in getting herbs from you in general. So yeah,
Well, cheers.
regardless of that, yeah,
I put in
I
some
would
good work
love
on
to
the
do it.
website today, so you can check out the mini
Good.
web store
Okay.
in your own time. It's and
All
the
right.
links in my bio of all my socials, or if that's too much, like I can send you it directly. And
All
yeah, I'll
right.
send you it directly because why not?
Okay. Yeah, just send it to me. Send it to me.
I'll also
Yeah.
send you the link to the doctor I was telling you about who focuses on quantum healing and repairing the gut biome.
Yes,
Absolutely.
please. Thank you.
Of course, Mandy, it's the least I can do. Thank you as well. I'm so grateful that we finally found our way here. It's been ages, and I feel like we're both like in very much more clear spaces. I'm so glad to hear that you're walking
Oh
and
yeah.
that your body's healing, and I know that you're only getting started and stepping into your natural, your supernatural, superpowered gifts, your divine given gifts. Absolutely.
Did I tell you that the universe gave? See, I don't even know what all this means. The universe gave me a goddess download, and I was like, and it just kept coming. It's like we're giving it to you, and then and it just kept receiving and receiving and receiving and receiving,
Wow.
and just and it just kept. This went on for like, I don't know, probably like a couple of months, and everything was like coming real strong, and my angel numbers were showing up really strong, and I was like, okay, well, universe, you're giving me this download. Isn't there supposed to be like some code to it? And they were like, yeah, there is, and here's how you're going to do it. You know, those all of those snapshots you took of our angel numbers when we showed up, that's how you're going to figure out the code to the goddess download. I was like, okay. And I'm not sure why I would need the numbers to go with it, but it's whatever.
They like, yeah.
I do.
I think the
And they
universe
did.
speaks in a language that catches our eye and naturally plucks the strings of our heart.
They
Um,
told me that I didn't need to share it right now, but it was fine for me to have. They wanted me to have it because I was like, isn't there supposed to be? And so, yeah. Anyway,
it takes a second to let it marinate. It's important
yeah,
to, and it'll tell you when it's time to start sharing it.
yeah.
100%.
Okay.
Yes,
Oh yeah.
ma'am. You know it.
Uh-huh. I don't even know what people would use it for, but okay.
That's okay. You just
Love
stay
you,
open, and
Michael.
then it'll just continue to move through you. You step out of your own way, and you let spirit speak.
Uh-huh.
Yep,
Boy, isn't that the truth? You got to move out of your own way. I'm
exactly.
gonna let you go eat, son.
Thank you, Ma. This has been an absolute honor and a joy. I did screen record this conversation, so I'm going to upload it
Yeah.
to YouTube,
Well,
and I'll make it like
okay.
a private YouTube video, so only you will be able to
Okay.
see it. So I'll send you that link as well once it's uploaded on there if you ever want to check back
Um.
into this conversation.
Okay.
Fantastic.
I'm actually okay with you posting it if you wanted to.
Pardon me?
I, if you wanted to ever use it for promotional purposes, I would be totally fine with that.
Thank you for that consent and your
Oh
confirmation.
yeah,
All right, I haven't
honey,
done that yet,
I
but if
trust
that
you. I
is
love
okay,
you.
I'd be happy to share
Yeah,
this. Yeah.
yeah. I'm just saying, yes, I will go and look at it, but I'm also just saying, that.
Well, perfect, Mandy. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's something I've been thinking about if I should start doing. So if that's cool with you, then I'd be glad to put that out there just so like people know that I
Sure,
also do one-on-ones that are also just
sure.
as strong and in resonance as the ones we do on live stream.
Hmm.
Amazing.
Yeah, because our stuff is all. Anytime I get a reading, it's always like so on point. And, yeah, strong, very strong.
It's an honor and a pleasure. I wish you Godspeed. The frequency
You
of the
too.
highest moving so fast that it appears still. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Of course. I'll see you soon.
All right.
I look forward to
Okay.
seeing you of your travels. Take care of
Me
yourself.
too. Thank you.
Of course, have a
All
beautiful
right.
rest of your
Bye,
night.
Gavin. You too.
I'll see you, Mandy.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye bye.